safety. So please, go ahead.
Thank you for the introduction. You might have driven past some rock cut with the car, and then maybe there was some warning sign with falling rocks. So then you might think like what to do if some rocks fall, and if they fall on you in front of you and maybe you're injured. Today I will show one of the possibilities how we could move into continuous monitoring of these rock cuts and therefore eliminate these kind of risks. I was already introduced, but I want to introduce some others. One of them is the session chair, Professor Mikael Linne. And then I believe others are somewhere in the audience. Dr. Mateusz Janisewski and Dr. Masa Torkan. And most of this data was collected by Henry Munukka for master's thesis, and he was also heavily involved in the method development. It should also be noted that this is work of two entities, so academic entity is Aalto University in Finland, and then there is a startup company called Fractuscan, which is based on these inventions and spin out of the university, offering these kind of services commercially. For example, to road traffic authorities and open pit mines. This is not a real image. It's an AI demonstration test. You are not there to see when this happens, or at least you hope you are not there to see when this happens. But it's clear that any rock fall onto the road will disrupt traffic, may cause injuries, and needs to be cleared away. And inspecting these rock cuts by sending a team of geologists and engineers is of course very slow and costly, especially if you have many rock cuts. These days you can also use technology as your aid. For example, drone inspections will be slightly faster and of course a bit safer for the team. But still you can cover only a limited number of these rock cuts. So this is what we are proposing. This is one option, is to attach cameras to moving vehicles. Here we have only used two GoPro Hero 7 cameras with stabilizers. But basically what we are doing is we are just driving past the rock cuts at normal highway speed. So no slowdown or any kind of disruption for the traffic. The safety level is exactly equal to you normally driving on the highway, so no increase of the risk level. And this is very safe, very fast, highly scalable, so you can just drive an entire patch of road and then catch all the rock cuts along one side. Of course you need to drive back to catch the other side. So when this was tested, this 145 meters long and 50 meters high rock cut, it's next to an acceleration ramp in Highway 51 in Finland, just west from Helsinki, capital city of Finland. And this site has been scanned with three methods. So there's the airborne lidar from the airplane, it's very sparse. And then another, like one-side team with the drone. This is of very high resolution and what we have used as the ground truth in our analysis. And then multiple passes are accelerating next to this ramp from, like with cameras attached to a moving vehicle. So this autonomous image shows the problems with the air container the good thing is that there's a lot of this airborne material available, but that white part, what you see, that's the most interesting part, and it being white means that all the data is missing. So of course it's a top-down analysis from an airplane, so it will likely only a few parts will hit the rock wall. And why the rock wall is interesting is because when rock comes loose, it will bounce from the rock wall itself and may come to the rock area. And to analyze if it will end up in the ditch or it will come to the rock area, you will need to know about the geometry of the rock wall. Then the topmost is the drone scanning, that is of the highest resolution. And there you can see that with drone scanning you can also see beyond, so over the top of the crest of the rock wall. Whereas mobile scanning, you will have occlusion and you won't be able to see what's above the rock cut because you are viewing it from the ground level. So like I said, multiple passes were made. In these analyses, the scanning speed was 60 kilometers per hour, but we have tested this technology with 120 kilometers and even more. It's not legal speed in Finland, but with trains. So you can attach these cameras to trains as well. So it works up to 150 kilometers per hour at least. And in this model, we took a simple 4K video, so it's nothing special. I used 8 ones with different settings, so mostly different camera settings and different orientation and overlaps of those cameras. For the quality wise, the drone scan is something like 67 million points, and when you do like 60 kilometers per hour speed past it, it's only some seconds, you can still get 12 million points. And more than half of those points are less than 5 centimeters away from the drone cloud. So for most purposes, these clouds are perfectly usable. And the image there portrays that where there's blue, there's hardly any difference, and the green area is acceptable, and the red starts to be like questionable quality. So you see there isn't much red there. So now you might think like, why do we even do this? Like, what to use it for? So it can be used to conduct kinematic rockfall simulations. So we put indicators where the rockfall starts, and then you have some rock trajectories displayed on the red color. So it's kinematic tracking where the rocks will tend to go. For example, you can drop 10,000 rocks or something and then see where they tend to go. And then on the bottom you see these numbers which can be calculated: probability of failure and factor of safety. For the probability of failure, it's a simple metric: how many rocks will tend to land on the road area. So in this instance, 5% of the rock trajectories will lead to the rock area. Well, not all of those rock cuts will have trajectories ending on the road area, so then there's another number which can be calculated, the factor of safety, and this describes what is the median distance from where the rocks tend to land to the road. For example, in this case, 50% of the rocks will stop at 6 meters, and the distance to the road was 7 meters. Therefore, the factor of safety is 1.17 here. When we compared this airborne VIDAR ALS in the diagram, it didn't see much. That was to be expected. We have almost 0 points on the rock wall. HS stands for high-speed scanning, and you can see that it identified the same class 16, 17, 18, 10, 11. It missed the 12 and 14 and 19. But those are lower probabilities. For the factor of safety, it's more even, and the methods perform like more comparably. And in this case, yeah, well, let's move on. So, as a discussion, of course, the method is limited by whatever weather happens to occur during those seconds when you are at the rock site. So then you may have to repeat the scanning on several days if it's raining or too sunny or whatever the weather condition can be. But as this method is very affordable, then repeating the scanning is not an issue. There might be some problems related to occlusion meaning that you cannot see past the crest line. So there could be some foliage of vegetation or some other risks which may not be seen with this method. But this can be to some degree compensated by merging the airborne lidar data and this mobile scanning data. And this is a very promising new method. It offers a very affordable way to do massive scanning. So if you drive one section of the road with containing 50 cars, so that's highly effective 50 scans per day. For example, when compared, the quality level is similar to what we can reach with the drone. So, coming to conclusions. It's a new, safe, fast method which allows you to regularly scan a large amount of rock cuts. So, one way to use it would be to continuously scan maybe once per week, and then to start to detect some changes, and then you can pinpoint activities that is that block starting to come loose due to rainwater or freeze and thaw effect, and then you can decide if you want to have that block removed, or you can analyze that if that block is going to land in the ditch anyway, so nothing has to be done. The accuracy is workable, so the median accuracy is less than 5 centimeters. At this scale, this is acceptable, and we believe that we can still take further steps to get it down to something like 2 or 3 centimeter accuracy. And one important result was that the rockfall simulations yielded similar results to the drone scanning, which was taken as the drone's truth here. So maybe a few words why I came to this conference. So I'm seeking cooperation with 2 hats on. One hat being that we are interested to further develop this method and analyze it academically. So if there are some academians here, then please come find me during the next week or send an email. And then, of course, from the startup, I've been asked to inquire if there are some people from the road authority in the audience. They'd be interested to try out these new opportunities. We have also tried this technology with the open pit mode, and there is a test section from Tampere to Jyväskylä railway line where this was tested at very high speed from moving trains. So this was 150 kilometers per hour, and the distance to the closest rock cuts is very short. Yeah, other than that, I just want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to present this, and I hope you found this interesting, and hope we can find some opportunities to cooperate and collaborate. Thank you.
Okay, now we have time for 2 questions.